Wanna fall with a real one? Yeah, I know you wanna fall with a real one. Wanna fall with a real one? Yeah, I know you wanna fall with a real one.
All right, we ready? Mic check.
Mic check.
You got beats?
I got beats.
You got some heat for me or what?
I got some heat.
All right, let's do it. I'm glad I got the peak this time, bro. This is gonna be so much more convenient.
Yeah, we'll see if it doesn't fail.
Trying to fucking take dabs on this show is too hard.
Yeah. Got a backwood roll. Looking like a show.
I ain't got shit rolled over
It's
here.
the real ones, bro. Huh.
Episode 13, me and my team. Yeah, purple kush, I be looking clean. Yeah, and I hear him scream when I hit the stage. I be rolling hella J's.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Smoking on the finest cabbage. Yeah. Got the green up in my baggage. Yeah. I be smoking on that finest. Smoking on that finest. I'm eating, yeah, I'm dining. Whoa.
I'm always blowing on a bomb sack. Kick this shit like Mortal Kombat. And I'm flyer than a wombat.
Whoa.
I be getting so much cheese, call me Straw Hat.
Oh yeah, I like the dirty girls. I like to give them fat pearls. Round the neck and round their waistline. And then I hit them with that baseline. Oh yeah.
In the middle of a dab.
Middle of a dab, and he's getting real high, and he's looking real sad. It's old Mac, and you know he's a fat. Oh, I didn't say it cause I didn't mean it. Oh yeah, I'm riding and the windows tinted, and I be
Did
leaning.
this just turn into a rap battle?
And I be leaning down just a little to the left.
Feel like this just turned into a rap battle.
Yeah.
I be riding on the horse, I don't need a saddle.
Whoa.
Yeah, satellite, I be higher than a kite, and I never felt fright. I be riding through the night.
This guy's giving me some sore eyes. Yeah, we call him 4 Eyes.
Ouch.
Yeah, and he's looking like he's high. That's my motherfucking guy.
Man, oh hell. I just got dissed by a dude with a ponytail.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'ma send his ass to jail when I put these fucking bars in the mail.
Put
Oh
them
hell.
bars in the mail, put them bars in the mail.
I'm blowing it out over here.
You blowing out my fucking speakers, yeah. I got sneakers on my feet, and you know I push them packs and they heat. Oh.
Yeah, boy fitted like a ball cat. 100 trillion, that's a tall stack. I ain't a mall rat. Yeah, you better fall back.
Yeah, you know what we do it well, yeah, we do it with the crew. We do it so fucking smooth. Shain't no mag, we stick and move. Whoa.
Yeah, stick and move, yeah, you know we coming through. We don't smoke Gorilla Glue, we be smoking GD Poo.
GD Poo.
Yeah, I said glue instead of glue. Sometimes that's just the way it happens when you gotta fall through with the rhymes.
Smoking on the backwoods, yeah, smoking on the backwoods, yeah, we smoke fat, good, fat, got the fat sack, got the fat sack. I can't come up with the words fast enough, but I got the flow,
shit.
in my head.
Oh
yeah.
shit, oh shit, almost missed my dad. I just said dad. I don't know, my words keep. I can't talk, fuck it.
Yeah, I got the flow up in my head, but I just can't come up with the words fast enough cause I be fucked up.
Welcome into the Real Ones Podcast. The Real Ones Podcast is brought to you by Pipe King. Pipe King is an online heady and scientific glass retailer. They also have 3 storefront locations, one in Lakewood, also in Orange and La Habra, all in Southern California. Or you can find them online at thepipeking.com, ThePipeking.com. Type in discount code Purple Kush to get 25% off today.
That's right, Purple Kush. This show is also brought to you by Made From Dirt Organics. These are medicated salves, guys. I literally use the sleep one every night. These things are awesome. Please check them out at madefromdirtorganics.com.
I'm on that sunflower salve myself. These are fire.
These things are fire, though, dude. I'm not going to lie.
They sent us a list of the shops that they're in the other day, too. They're actually in a bunch of shops.
Right. I like the pain one. This one right here. I got the peppermint pain right here. Fire. I just opened this one the other day. We got 2 of each. And I'm loving them, man. I really like them.
Yeah, we're actually probably going to go through these a lot quicker than I thought. We're going to need some more
Yeah,
soon.
definitely. So go check them out, madefromdirtorganics.com, and get yours today at a shop near you.
Bing, bang, boom. Today is Monday, January 21st, Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Hey, happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's not actually his birthday, but...
Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
Why did they decide is this one of those holidays that's like on the certain numbered day of every month, like some holiday, like isn't Thanksgiving like this whatever Thursday of the month?
It's the last Thursday, yeah. But it's the third Monday of January, right?
Why isn't a holiday just on that day? How come some holidays are like Valentine's Day is February 14th, Christmas is December 25th? Then other holidays are like, oh, it's the third this day on this week with this kind of moon and this kind of a year.
I couldn't tell you, man. I wish I was a holiday expert, but I'm not. All I know is that it is the third day of every January until the earth blows up. And, so happy Martin Luther King Day. Also,
got any birthdays today?
Wanted to give great homage to the great Jack Nicklaus. Happy birthday, brother.
Greatest golfer of all time.
What a stroke.
There were some good athletes actually born on this day. Can't forget about Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Born in Nigeria in 1963. One of the greatest basketball players of all time and the greatest golfer of all time. Born on the same day.
That's a good day.
Good day.
Jack Nicklaus was in 1940, though.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
January 21st, Monday, 2019. This is the third Monday of the month.
Happy Monday.
Today's word of the day is malinger.
Malinger.
Malinger is a verb meaning to pretend or exaggerate incapacity or illness in order to avoid participating in work or duty.
Oh, man, I know a ton of people like that.
I was going to say, I wonder if malinger can be used in the, I don't know what the right term is for the type of speech, but to name a person. An adjective? Is that what it would be? A malingerer?
A malingerer. You're a malingerer, bro. No,
Fuck
not you.
Fuck a malingerer, bro.
Yeah.
I don't got no time for malingerers anymore.
I hate malingerers, dude.
We've honestly had to fucking cut ties with a couple of malingerers in the last couple of weeks.
Dude, fuck malingerers, man. They seriously just ruin your life. Like,
There's people that always have excuses, man.
Yeah, man. And it's like, honestly, I hate people that just act like they don't do something just so they can get out of it. Or like they just don't really give it their all because they know if they half-ass it, that the person that wants it done right is going to just step in and do it.
Or if it's someone that you have like a long-term relationship with, like it's an employee or like potentially a partner or something like that. Some people almost don't even want to put in a certain amount of effort because then that's going to set a new precedent. And then they're going to think they always have to live up to a certain standard, which should just be their best effort all the time. Unfortunately, for most people, it's usually not.
No, not even close. But in the same, I'm not going to say that, I think in relationships, I have probably displayed this kind of behavior before. Say with like maybe the dishes. You do the dishes a few times and you leave them a little, dirty. And then that pisses off your girl, and then next thing you know, she's just like, fuck it, let me do it. I'll do the dish. And then you're like, dope. That was my plan all along.
The best way to do it in relationships is you guys just got to delegate. There's some shit you share, and then there's some shit you do, and some shit I do. Because we both got our strengths and weaknesses, right?
Don't act like you haven't done it.
She's a million times better at doing dishes than I am.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But
I'm trying to think of what I'm better at.
Not laundry.
I can't think of anything off the top, but I'm sure there's something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're better at talking through this weird device that picks up sound.
Pretty much the only things that she's never done and that have extensive experience at. Those are the only things I can think of.
Yeah.
Shit, what's been going on with you, man?
Crazy weekend. You know how it goes. Double music video shoot again. Super fast pace. It was dope though. Shot a video with Nef the Pharaoh. Got some other fire coming down the pipe. Shot another video with a good feature. A female. She fucking killed it. So yeah, definitely got some music coming, some videos. Watch out for those. It was definitely a dope weekend. I'm just honestly exhausted. Sorry guys. I hope hope my energies. It's also late at night, but I know my energy's down. I'm exhausted.
I feel you.
You know.
Today was a big day for me. Dropped the first episode of my new series over on my channel. Like we said before, we're both going to start dropping some solo videos over on our individual channels as well. We're also putting up videos on the Real Ones channel. So pretty much we're rocking 4 channels right now, trying to figure out a little bit of content to do for each of them. So the shit I'm going to do over there, pretty much I just turn on it's the Monday Morning Minute. Turn on the camera every Monday morning, and usually I just rant about something. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. I'll probably be smoking, but, you know, I think it's going to be cool for us to do some stuff over there that maybe might not be weed related on our personal channels. You know, some people rock with us on other shit that doesn't have anything to do with weed. So,
right.
And sometimes, like, we have believe it or not, we have other interests besides just getting high and smoking weed all the time, you know?
Yeah, we do. I mean, everything that I do includes smoking weed and getting high, because everything's better when you're high, but... Yeah, we do have other interests rather than just fucking this.
Kind of a crazy week in the news. A lot of really weird stories this week.
Yeah, I mean, what's new in this fucking crazy world?
Did you see that guy that knocked out that 11-year-old girl?
Dude, how fucked up is that, dude?
Dude, that was really, really, really bad, dude.
I mean, God, I don't care what she was doing, dude. She didn't deserve that.
For those of you, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it. For those of you unfamiliar with the story, here's a little breakdown. David Stephen Bell, 6'5" guy, 250 pounds, 51-year-old from Asheville, North Carolina. The video surfaced a couple days ago online that shows him knocking out an 11-year-old girl in front of a mall.
Yeah, just cold, just knocked her out, dude. Just bam.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been able to find the entire full, you know, video showing like the lead up and what caused that.
Right.
But I saw the video and it was intense, man. Like I've seen people get hit before, but I've never seen someone that big,
dude,
hit someone that small, that hard, especially a fucking girl, man. An 11-year-old girl.
She walked right into it, bro. Just bam.
And that guy, basically, his attorney's coming out now and saying that he suffers from PTSD and that he felt threatened. Like I said, I don't know what was going on in that situation leading up to that. I was reading YouTube comments on those videos, and I was expecting people to be lighting this dude up.
Right.
Bro, it was the complete opposite. Everyone was like, that girl deserved it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I don't need to know the backstory. I literally don't give a fuck. Those kids could have done anything.
He could have just fucking, like, done this.
No lie, bro. This guy was huge.
I know.
This guy was fucking huge. And he knocked out a tiny little 11-year-old girl. Like, not only that, but, like, first he, like, apparently she got in his personal space. It didn't look like much to me, but he pushes her and she goes flying.
Yeah.
And then she would have gone flying further, but she kind of like hit a pole or a barrier or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she walks up towards him like not really aggressively. Like what was she gonna do? What the fuck was she gonna do? She could have hit him square in his face and it wouldn't have fucking even stunned him.
He could have just held her back.
There was, I mean, people were saying, oh, there's a bunch of kids around. They could have mobbed him. All these kids were fucking tiny. I'm telling you, bro, when you're that big, like, I've seen dudes that are that big and that strong up close. I'm telling you, like, maybe not that guy in particular, but dudes that are that big, I don't care if that was 7 kids or 7 me's trying to get at him.
Yeah.
The way this dude knocked that chick out, he could have knocked out all those other little girls standing around there, too. There's literally no explanation to me, in my mind, that would justify that. There's literally, I don't give a fuck. There's not one thing that those kids could have been doing that would justify that.
No, I mean, yeah, there's just, I don't know. There's something clearly wrong in his head because he knocked out a tiny little girl.
He KO'd her, bro.
He could have just fucking restrained her easily. Like, when you can easily just restrain, he could have just, like, grabbed her. If he felt threatened, just grab her, dude, and just hold her. What is she going to do?
That's what I'm saying, dude. He literally could have just put his hand on her forehead and just held. She could have been swinging all she wants, and he could have, if the other kids came over, he could have, like, I can understand if he got jumped in, like, at once by all the kids.
Why didn't he just push her again? I mean, I'm not condoning that at all, but, you know, why did he just gave it to her.
This was also right out in front of the mall. There was a ton of people there. It wasn't like this was like it's not like this guy was cornered in a fucking dark alley. I don't know how this is going to end up, but I really would be surprised if this guy doesn't get charged with something pretty serious for this. If he gets off in any way, I'm gonna be fucking pissed personally.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if he gets off, then justice is fucking bullshit.
Like, unless that girl had a gun. Literally, I'm like just literally running through all the situations and scenarios in my head and saying, like, what would justify that? The only way a 250-pound, 50-something-year-old man should punch a 11-year-old girl is if your life is in serious harm, and that's the only way that would be is if she had a gun.
Yeah, if she had a gun, a knife, or...
And that was not the situation.
No, not at all. So fuck that guy. That's embarrassing.
I'm gonna go ahead and give that the nominee for worst of the week, right?
Worst of the week. Wow,
fucking terrible, dude. I would love to take a couple free shots at that guy.
God, dude.
I would love to just one by one line all the homies up and just take shots at him like a piñata.
Yeah, just fucking punch him right in the forehead.
I don't know, man. Usually I'm really sympathetic for even people that do fucked up shit to other people, because I feel like it's almost always a common thread that those people had very similar fucked up shit done to them, either when they were kids or whatever.
Yeah.
But when it's done to kids, bro, I just have no tolerance, whether it's like fucking sexual shit or any kind of abuse. But this, man, I was thinking of it like if I had a daughter, bro, if that was my daughter that got knocked out by that guy,
shit, that
guy would not, like, that would be the last thing, like, going to court would be the last thing that dude would be having to worry about. Right?
Yeah, that's that wouldn't be good. No, yeah, if you fuck my daughter up like that, I'm fucking you up.
It's gonna be.
She hit the ground, dude. Cold.
Dude, yeah. Watching my kid get hit in the face like that and watching her head snap back like that and hitting the ground like that would. I don't know, man. That would literally, I think, make me go a little bit cuckoo up here for a while and do things that I would otherwise never normally think I was capable of, you know?
Yeah. Crazy shit.
So.
Ugh, what a fucking malingerer, huh?
Yeah. Sorry to start it off on a negative tone like that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
What else we got going on? DeMarcus came back.
DeMarcus came back with honestly, 14 points. You know, that fucking dope-ass dunk. I got it right.
The first shot.
Check this out.
He looked good on this one, bro.
Dude, this dunk was fucking... Oh, what up? What up, dog? Ooh, he's feeling himself.
Yeah,
he's feeling
good. Here we go.
Pick and roll.
There we go. He put the hammer down on that one.
Yaka.
And the exuberance after. I like it.
And yaka.
Yep, I like that.
Yeah, fucking dope.
He looked good. 14 points in 15 minutes, 3 of 4 on threes.
Yeah.
His shot looked good. I think his feet looked a little bit slow in the post and just kind of around the painted area. He didn't look like he was moving as fluid in there as he normally would, but I'm sure that'll come with time.
Yeah.
We talked about DeMarcus a little bit last week, so obviously that's you know, one of the best things I saw this week is seeing anytime you see an athlete come back from a potentially really, really bad injury like that has kind of been career ending. Like it was an Achilles, right? Isn't that what happened to Kobe that basically pretty much ended his career?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a career ender. So it's good to see him out there. He's flying pretty high. I mean, his post, you know, that just comes, I'm sure his hips just ain't used to that shit. Like, all the muscles that it takes to run game speed, you know, you can practice but there's difference between like game speed, you know,
and game movements and all that shit that's just really hard to replicate. The big test, I'm sure, as with any injury, is going to be how he feels in the next couple days after playing.
He's gonna be sore with all the adrenaline and shit. You run a little faster. You know, trust me, when you're in front of all those people, I'm sure I've never been in front of that many people. I'm sure you're just mind over matter, you know.
Yeah. Next game they got at the Lakers in LA. That's tonight, so we'll see, you know, what kind of role he gets tonight. I'm sure they're gonna start him off kind of soft, you know. Maybe he'll play 18 minutes tonight, then maybe he'll play 22. But it's gonna be kind of cool. The reason I brought DeMarcus up again is because, man, just watching him last night got me thinking. Do you think this is the best roster ever put together? Specifically, like the starting five. I mean, you can look at the entire roster if you want, but you just look at that starting five. Would you say that's the best team ever to walk on the floor, talent-wise?
I mean, it's definitely one of them. I don't know. The 96 Bulls are pretty untouchable. I don't know. I say that just because, Michael Jordan just had something different about him where, when he chose not to lose, he didn't lose. Like, he just had that fucking fury, and he had a pretty good supporting cast with Pippen and Kerr, so.
I totally agree that Michael Jordan is the best winner of all time and had the best, like, killer mentality. Like, Kobe's maybe the next best thing we've seen as far as, like, a finisher, Mamba mentality type of thing.
Right.
But Michael Jordan is, like, the it factor when it comes to that,
Yeah.
But I think people also kind of tend to forget, like, he got ousted in the first round a few times early in his career, to the Jazz and shit. Like, but once he reached the pinnacle, no one could ever bring him down
once he got that mind state, you could just see the switch in him. Like, watching him work, watching videos of Michael, like, practicing is just fucking, it's bizarre. It's beautiful. Remember that Michael documentary we watched? That's like, you just sit there and you just watch that shit and you're just like, fuck.
The only reason I make the argument that this might be the best team ever assembled is because a few years ago when they won 73 games, everyone was comparing them to the 96 Bulls. And everyone was saying, this might be the best team ever. The conversation was pretty much that they were almost even, or that the Warriors had come as close to being in that conversation as any team ever had before, and that it would really depend on eras, whether they're playing in this era of 3 balls and shooters and ticky-tack fouls, or if they're playing in the physical 90s, early NBA. But
definitely two different styles for sure.
The reason I bring it up is because they were having that conversation a couple of years ago when they won 73 games, and most people were still, all the old school people were still going with the Bulls, but it was kind of a toss-up for some people.
Right.
But if you would have told just about anyone back then when they were having that conversation, all right, take this Warriors team and add Kevin Durant and DeMarcus Cousins to it, they would have been like, okay, yeah, obviously that'd be the best team ever, but when would that actually fucking happen?
Yeah,
it happened, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you can't really argue that. I mean, if you're talking about all-around starting lineup, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. That's a dream team. I can't really, I can't argue with you there that much. I still think Michael is better than anybody on the team, but
for sure.
When you combine that roster, I mean, I think they beat the 96 Bulls. If that's what you're getting at, then, I mean, when you got Curry banging threes, you got DeMarcus holding down the paint and banging threes, you got Durant doing his fucking nasty shit. That lineup is it is the best. It's the best that I could name in NBA history, probably.
I would agree.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm saying if you put them against the Bulls wouldn't win some. I think the series would still always be close, but I would give the edge to the Warriors, the way they're constructed now.
Yeah, it's just a better all-around fucking lineup. I mean, championships are won in numbers. It's not an individual thing. Otherwise LeBron would have fucking 30. You know? Like, it takes 5. It actually takes a bench, too. A lot of people don't realize that, like, playoffs is won with the bench, dude. I mean, obviously the starters have a huge role, but, like, if you really think about it, when the starters come out to rest, the bench plays the other bench.
Yeah.
It's a part of the game.
Yeah, and you watch certain teams. If you've been a fan of, like, any one team over the years, you'll watch years where they have a good maybe a weak starting roster, but pretty good bench.
Right.
And then, like, they'll get outscored, and then the bench will come in, and it seems like, oh, man, we're always catching up when the bench guys come in. Are they better than the starters? No, it's just because your bench guys are better than the other team's bench.
Right.
Normally, for a team like the Warriors, they're hella front-loaded, so all the starters are really good, and the bench over the years tends to get weaker when you have all those good players.
Yeah, because you got to pay the starters.
But the first year when they really came up, like when they had less star power, still had good star power, they had an amazing bench.
Right.
Yeah. They've
Yeah.
lost a little bit of firepower. It's still a good all-around team, but
Yeah, I mean, come on, your starters can't play. I mean, I know LeBron plays sometimes like 40 minutes, sometimes a whole damn game. He doesn't even come out, but that's like 1 in a million. Most people want rest. Most people either tap their head, when they fucking want out, or the coach just gives them intervals of rest. So when the bench comes in, dude, that's like a big part of the game. You know what I'm saying? So your bench definitely matters. You know, that's the one thing I think you guys might kind of lack. But your bench is honestly still pretty solid.
It's pretty decent, but I'd say it's maybe lacking this year in comparison to years prior. You know,
that's it's crazy to think how important, especially in the playoffs, the bench is so important. You know, but we just pay attention to the starters.
Yeah,
because that's the exciting shit. You know.
Yeah, there's certain like positions and players in sports that just go like unnoticed and are kind of unsung all the time. You know. I saw the other day, I was scrolling through Instagram, and I seen, like, because I follow the Broncos. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. I see a post that's like, congratulations to, I still don't even remember this guy's name, Casey Keeter, for making the Pro Bowl.
What?
I'm like, who the fuck is this guy who's apparently on the Broncos, who's a Pro Bowler that I've never heard of?
What?
I can name, like, every fucking player on the Broncos. Definitely anybody good. Definitely a fucking Pro Bowler. Who the fuck is this guy, dude? This has got to be like some kind of joke.
Who is he?
He's a long snapper.
A long snapper?
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Can you name me one long snapper in the league on any team?
Oh, I can't.
Anyone out there, can you name a long snapper on the league?
I can't.
In the league.
I
on
can't.
Any team. It's got to be the most unsung position in sports, right?
I long snapped in college.
Yeah, that's actually what made me think about it the other day, was because I remember you telling me.
Dude. That was some funny shit. I long snapped in college, bro. My coach actually said that I had like an NFL snap time, but obviously I was way too small. He was like, too bad you're not fucking 290, bro. You fucking have a chance, you know? But, dude, I snapped at the D2 level. Fucking, it sucked, bro. I would snap it and literally just put my forearms on the ground and just get pummeled by like fucking 300-pound guys.
Just get piled on.
Yeah.
That's like literally you do nothing in that position other than take abuse.
This was on the PATs and the field goals. On punt, it wasn't that bad because they like couldn't touch me. But so I would just like fly down there and make the tackle every time. It was kind of tight. We were like you know, usually the snapper stays in blocks, but like we had it where like they just closed the gap. They closed the gap behind me, and I just was a runner.
That's sick.
Yeah, but long snapper is definitely one of the more overlooked positions in the NFL. It's
underappreciated.
It's so underappreciated, dude. I mean, that they control. I mean, obviously the punter, along with the long snapper and the whole punt team, they control the field position of the game, which is fucking huge. Huge, dude. Field position wins you games.
It definitely does.
You know,
I feel like not enough teams pay attention to special teams.
No.
You know, especially a lot of times when you sign these quarterbacks to these fucking $30 million deals, it doesn't leave you a lot of room to do much else, especially if you have like a high dollar wide receiver or a high dollar defensive player, you know? So once you get to that point, the special teams on a lot of those teams, like you look at the Packers, perfect example. They got to pay Aaron Rodgers all this fucking money. They don't really have fucking money to go out and get free agents around him. And if you don't draft well, like they haven't, you end up with just a shitty team around one of the best quarterbacks ever. And what does that get you?
Nothing.
Like you're talking about earlier, bro, I think that goes to show like the greatness of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And LeBron James. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Because LeBron James may have whatever record he has in the finals, but LeBron James never took a team as bad as LeBron James's teams.
No.
To the finals. You know? Never once. So, I mean, you got to keep that in mind, you know. Same thing with Tom Brady. I feel like Tom Brady is been, you know, the best at taking subpar talent way further than it should go, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady's got oh man, my bad. Tom Brady's got it done with like some of the worst teams, bro.
Yeah.
You're like, who's he have?
Obviously,
you know?
it's like it's football. You're playing quarterback. It's a position where you do have more influence on the overall outcome of the game than probably any other position in sports,
right?
Other than maybe starting pitcher, you know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, he's taking consistently subpar quality teams to the Super Bowl and winning them.
Yeah.
You know.
I know, it's insane. I mean, that's why he's the GOAT.
And that's one thing like people always take into consideration, like that Kevin Durant is going to get knocked after his career if he doesn't go somewhere else and win some championships and kind of do it on his own.
Right,
you know,
right.
people are always going to be like, oh, if he stays in Golden State, you know, for the next few years, say they win 5 out of 6 while he's here. And it's like, oh, KD has 5 rings.
Right.
You know, he was 5-0, but people are always gonna be like, yeah, he played with fucking Steph Curry, and
Right.
you know, he played with this crazy
Yeah,
team.
but why should you get docked for that? Why does everybody want to see somebody go to like fucking the Detroit Pistons and fucking win it by themselves?
I don't know.
With a bunch of scrubs.
I don't know if you should get docked for it, but okay, if KD goes 5-0 with the Warriors, right? And LeBron James finishes his career 3-6 or whatever he is, or 4-6, who would you say was like a better winner in the finals when it came down to it?
LeBron.
Even though KD would be 5-0 and LeBron would be 3-6?
Yeah. I mean,
Because that's how I feel.
yeah.
You know, I feel like LeBron. There's no way if you put LeBron James on the Warriors the last 2 years,
Yeah.
they are winning every single game.
Every
Not every
time.
single game, but they are winning the championship every single year until
Yeah.
LeBron is no longer the best player in basketball.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
but it does. If LeBron and Steph Curry and the rest of the Warriors teamed up and it hadn't been KD could have gone to any other team in the league with any other combination of players and they wouldn't have beat
I
him.
mean, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess, you know, people want to see you go to a team with some scrubs to see how you lead them, you know.
I
They
think
want to see if you're a leader or not, and Durant's not really a leader playing with all those guys, all those superstars, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's the perception, at least. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Unless you're really there on that team, you don't know what the reality is, who the real like leaders are. But
Right.
that's kind of the perception. It just like kind of the overall story, you know, or the way it all ties together for me is I just feel like people put too much stock into overall finals records
Yeah.
and shit, you know,
Yeah.
or Super Bowl records
Rings.
how many times you got there, how many times, like these are all team sports we're talking about. It's
Yeah.
not fucking, you know, bicycling.
It's not golf, you know.
And yeah, it's not a one-man game.
It's
so
not at all.
when you to have these GOAT discussions and you talk about best teams ever, best fucking players ever, you know, that's the kind of shit you got to think about.
Is what kind of leader they are.
What the competition was too.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a team is fucking good, but there's a ton of other good players in the league at that time. Or maybe a team's really good in an era where there isn't a whole lot of other talent around the league, so it's easier to dominate, you know?
Mhm.
There's just so many factors, it's hard to put it all together.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, those of you that are don't like the sports talk are probably fucking tuned out by now, but the rest of you guys, we are going to move on to some music.
Music, hit me with it. We got fucking Defend the Bars, right?
Yeah, we're definitely going to hit him with some Defend the Bars today. It's been a couple of weeks since we did that one.
Yep.
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Did you see Crank That Soulja Boy Draco motherfucking blowing up the internet this week?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I just think it's a media stunt because he's about to drop an album, but that's just me.
It's all a media stunt. That's what basically all any of this shit is
Yeah,
nowadays.
you gotta gain attention before you drop something so it sells. You know?
It's way more about what you're doing in the tabloids and what you're doing on Instagram than what your actual numbers are. You know, because he has like the fucking 9th most trending video on YouTube right now. He did a Breakfast Club interview. It's got like fucking 8 million views already or some shit in a couple days. But his newest song that he keeps talking about in these interviews that's supposedly popping has got like fucking less than 1 million views.
That's
and
crazy.
it's been out for a minute, you know?
How is that not translating? It's weird. I don't understand it.
But the craziest part is he's running around and saying that he had the biggest comeback of this year.
Yeah.
I did, honestly, before this whole thing, I didn't even know Soulja Boy. To me, for all I knew, Soulja Boy wasn't even still alive.
Dude, I mean, what has he done in the last 10 years? The last thing I remember is Crank That.
Dude, I just don't understand it because he's sitting there talking about, man, nobody had a bigger year than Soulja Boy in 2018. And they're like, everyone's like, what did you drop, bro?
Yeah,
and he's like, man, I had a beef with Chris Brown. I almost had a boxing match with Chris Brown. I dropped a game console. I dropped all this shit. It's like, you're a musician, right?
Yeah, what the
Isn't
fuck?
that what you do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm torn because when I look at him and when I listen to him talk, it gives off a certain impression. But then he throws little gems in there that make you just keep listening for a little
Yeah.
bit longer. And I
Yeah.
think that's what everybody's intrigued with right now because he does make some interesting points. But then he'll say shit that just goes over the top and shows you that he's delusional when
Yeah.
he says basically that he fathered all these fucking rappers.
Yeah.
Anybody that uses social media and is in the music game.
I started all
owes
that
him a
shit.
royalty or something,
Yeah.
you know?
He's like, oh, fucking Drake bit my shit, which is kind of true after he pointed it out. But it's like, dude, all music is like, you know, taking all the music that you've heard growing up through the years and like putting your own spin on it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, there's only so many notes you can hit that sound good, you know?
Yeah.
And there's just
so many different sounds and so many different flows.
Yeah.
And at this point, when so many people are making music, a lot of shit is going to be
overlapping.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to overlap. So it's like, come on, man. Like, he's saying he fathered all these guys and that Drake bit his flow and that Drake wouldn't be shit without him. It's like,
he's saying that about fucking Kanye in a way, Famous Dex. Like, he was throwing all kinds of fucking names out there and basically being like, oh, these dudes are my son.
It's pretty much like if you sing rap, he's saying, like, since, like, what was it? Kiss me through the phone or call me through. Kiss me through the phone.
Crank that Soulja Boy.
I'll see you later on.
Yeah.
If you sing rap, oh, it came from Soulja Boy. Like, come on, bro. The fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Wayne was sing rapping before you.
I'll tell you what, though. Not only did I not know that Soulja Boy was even still around or doing anything in the public eye, I had no idea he was worth $30 million.
30 mil, bro.
There's your celebrity net worth of the week, guys.
That's crazy. How is he worth 30 mil, bro? It must be these fucking game consoles and shit. I don't know. You know?
Yeah. I did not. It's funny, bro, because perception is one thing and reality is another, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is another thing that I wanted to just, I want to do a complete fucking comparison right here. I was in the barber shop the other day getting my hair cut. I think it was Friday. And, I was talking to my barber, bro, and they put on a Tyga interview where he was just talking about all these chains that he bought. And all the barbers in there, or the barber across from us especially, was like, man, Tyga's balling, man. He's a baller, man. I fuck with Tyga. I'm like, Tyga's broke. You know, I was just hella high, and I was like, Tyga's broke, dude. Like, what are you talking about, man? Tyga should not have all these chains and shit. And he's like, they're like, what do you mean? Tyga's fucking balling, man. He's like, they're like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, dude. So then I pulled out my phone and looked it up. He's worth $3 million.
Damn.
And Soulja Boy's worth fucking 30.
I bet you if you would have told those dudes, hey, did you know that Soulja Boy is worth 10 times what Tyga is worth?
They would have told me
no
I was
one would
dumb.
believe you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They were hell like dogging me, dude. I was like, they're like, man, he's got fucking $2 million in jewelry. I'm like, he shouldn't.
Bro, the funniest part of all this Soulja Boy shit was when he was talking shit about Tyga.
Mm-hmm.
He was because everyone's saying Tyga had the comeback of the year because he had Taste. Had a couple other. He had the other song that was basically just a shittier copy of Taste.
Yeah, the same beat.
Yeah, just the same exact concept or whatever. It is what it is. Tyga can only make one kind of music, you know. Right. That was like club bangers, fucking summertime, fucking party jams.
And I like that. I like it when, you know, for a certain time and place, Tyga's tight. You know, but it's one hoppy beat. It makes you jump.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 you know.
Yeah, I've always thought Tyga was kind of a goon, but more for his personal life than shit that he does in his music.
Yeah,
you know
I think he's a kind of I don't know. I like his music. That's all I'm gonna say.
The funniest part of all the Soulja Boy shit was hearing him go off on Tyga, though. Everyone was saying he had the best one. He's like, Tyga.
Dude, he went off, and then he was like, "Oh, Tyga's my boy."
Yeah, he's like, Tyga, the dude who got his bitch taken by Travis Scott.
Yeah.
The dude who Travis Scott fucked her, got her pregnant.
Yeah.
Got that dude.
Yeah.
The Tyga.
And then he was talking about Kanye. He's like, the guy that got
no, he's talking about Drake.
The guy that got bodied by Pusha T.
That was Drake.
Oh, was it Drake?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was one of them.
He was like, Drake, bro. Yeah.
Oh, no, it was Drake.
He was going in on all of them, dude.
It was Drake. You're right. My bad. It wasn't Kanye. It was Drake. He's like, the guy that got bodied by Pusha T.
The biggest rapper in the world. These niggas, Drake. Drake.
That was hell funny.
It just sucks that we're in a fucking era where no one cares about the music anymore. All they care about is this dumb shit.
Arby Graham in the wheelchair. Drake.
But bro, what I always wonder is like, is that what people really care about? Or is the media just force feeding us in one direction?
No, I mean, you know how I know that's all they care about is, did you see that world record egg IG thing?
Yeah.
Did you see
The thing that broke the fucking like record on Instagram.
42. Here, it's right. Wait,
It was 18 million that it had to break, right? A Kylie Jenner picture.
48,874,895 likes and counting.
Holy shit!
One post on an account. It already has the blue check mark. I've been trying to get that bitch. I'm going down to Instagram myself to get that motherfucker. But an egg, bro. An egg. Got 48, dude. That's how I know. That's how I know that the world is fucked.
So I heard a rumor that Supreme Patty is behind this.
I would not doubt it for a second.
Yeah, it totally sounds like something that he would do.
Yeah.
Of all these social media influencers and just like Instagram personalities and like clown people on the gram, he actually is one of my favorites.
I like it. Dude, I was the one that showed you Supreme Patty. Dude.
I fuck with Patty now, dude.
I love Patty. Patty's fucking funny, dude.
He's pretty funny.
He's got it figured out.
You can be doing dumb shit, but if you bring a certain flavor of the right, like, good energy, it makes it a little bit more tolerable for some reason, you know?
Yeah, no, I fuck with Supreme Patty. Funny.
There's a lot of people trying to do Supreme Patty-esque things like that and just doing different social media antics, and it doesn't come off the same way. You know, it comes off just like it's stupid or just, you know. But for whatever reason, he's kind of like locked into that thing, and he's figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
And this is, I guess, just another example of that, because I heard pretty definitively the other day that it was him.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that an egg has the overall like picture, though, instead of some picture of Kylie Jenner's ass.
I guess you could argue that. But
it's a cooler story.
I want to get into the defend the bars of the week.
Hit him.
I'm just gonna play it. Chingy.
I like them black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, like Japanese, Chinese, or even Asian.
Japanese.
Wait a minute.
Japanese, Chinese, or even Asian. Does he know that all of the
He thinks Asian's a different nationality.
The first
than
two
Japanese and Chinese
come from Asia, you dumb motherfucker.
Whoa. Jesus.
What is he talking about, dude?
I mean, I have a feeling bars like this are probably why Chingy's another one of those guys we haven't heard from in a long time.
I mean,
you know what? Shout out to Chingy, though. He brought us right there. Didn't he bring us some song about a hotel?
One call away.
One call away.
Yeah. I'm only one call away.
Hey, okay. Chingy had a couple Chingy Net Worth. Let's find out. This is terrible. I don't remember this song. This must not have been a banger.
No.
But Chingy, for all I know, could have been Soulja Boy. They could be the same fucking guy, for all I know. You know, Soulja Boy might have changed his name to Chingy and started dropping. Like, for all I remember in the hazy times of that.
Right.
I need to know right now, just because when I get these things in my head, bro, it just has to happen. Chingy Net Worth. 10 mil.
Really?
10 mil. Howard Bailey Jr. Chingy, 10 mil. Wow, okay, that's better than I was expecting.
He must like own all his music or something.
Hopefully he's still out there performing and getting money with all those old dudes that do these old like throwback shows where they all come together. He's probably doing shows with Ja Rule and fucking Jim Jones and all those two-hit wonders from that era.
He's worth more than Tyga.
Yeah.
Chingy is worth more than Tyga.
So next time you go see your barber, let him know that Chingy and Soulja Boy combined are worth like
5 times.
No, like 15 times what Tyga's worth.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not good at math.
Just let him know.
Yeah. Fucking shout out to Chingy. But, you know, I don't think you really defended it. Is there really any way? Is there any way?
Defend the bar. I mean,
are we just exposing the bar?
Japanese, Chinese, or even Asian. I would love to get Chingy on the show to ask him
what he was thinking.
Like, I wouldn't even ask him that. I'd be like, hey, man, you like Japanese girls or Asian girls better? And just see what he says, bro. Just see what he says.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just ask him and see what he said.
Because, dude, Asia's like Thai food. Malaysian food,
it's everything.
Filipino.
It's literally all that shit under one roof.
It's Asia, the biggest continent on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
but I guess it doesn't include Japanese or Chinese people.
Definitely not the finest literature. I mean,
I think we're just more exposing the bar at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty dumb.
Yeah, there's no way that you can defend that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I chalk it up to just kind of, illiteracy. I don't think he slipped. I don't think he just it's confusion.
I think it's very, I think it was just very lazy rhyming.
Yeah.
That too.
Maybe he just went for the easy rhyme or something.
Yeah. Japanese, Chinese, easy.
Yeah. All right, that does it for Defend the Bars. If you guys have a suggestion for a Defend the Bar for next week, if you can think of any terrible rap lyrics off the top of your head, definitely put them down there in the comments. We're looking for nominees.
Yeah, no, it's it's tough to find them, honestly. So please, let us know if you have any in mind.
And with that, we are going to move on to viewer calls. If you're new to the show, this is the segment where we take calls or even, short just questions, stories, whatever you guys want. Send them into the ccc420@gmail.com. Pretty much just pull out your phone, record a voice message, send it through email to that email, and we'll read it on the show.
Yep.
And answer it just like we're about to right now.
Do it now. Here we go. Here's our caller. Didn't leave a name. Maybe he'll say it. I don't know. Here we go.
Hi, this is Ben from Michigan.
Ben from Michigan.
What up, Ben? Dude, what up?
Shout out, Benjamin.
Just wanted to know, what's the best advice someone's ever given you?
Oh.
I don't know, but that's the best question we've gotten yet.
Damn, dude. That's crazy.
Sometimes they just hit you with those ones that you're not quite ready for, like this.
Yeah, especially when we don't listen to them before, gonna come straight off.
Best advice I've ever gotten in my life. Shit, man. I've gotten a lot of good advice over the years from mostly people older than me, but sometimes people my age or even people younger than me. I feel like anyone you talk to in life is an opportunity to learn something from, no matter who they are, what walk of life, what age, learning, advice, same kind of thing. I think the best advice I've ever gotten is just to do what makes you happy and be true to yourself, be you, know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when I look at my life, I feel like that is the one that applies the best, because when I'm doing shit for other people or worrying too much about what other people are going to think, it keeps me from doing what I actually want to do.
Right.
And it keeps me from being my happiest.
Yeah. I mean, I would say the best advice that I've ever gotten was from my uncle, Bob, actually. He
Robert Quan, a.k.a. the Barbecue Don.
Yeah, he told me, back in my senior year of high school, he told me to just try and live my life in the present, in the now, and he said it's going to be one of the hardest things to ever do. But, it's really tough to live in the now because you're always thinking about either the past, what you've done, what you've fucked up on, or even what you've succeeded in the past, you know what I'm saying? Or you're thinking about the future, fearing the future, wanting the future to come because you're excited about something and you just want it to hurry up and pass.
Which are you worse with, dwelling on the past or worrying about the future?
Worrying about the future.
Me too, man.
So bad at it, dude. I'm so bad at that. And
that right there is what makes it the most difficult to just stay present and be in the moment, he was talking about,
I'm always calculating my next move. I'm always thinking, what if this, what if that, what if this happens? If this happens, then what do I do? I always gotta have backup plans, and it's a lot. It's wearing on the brain, and the mind. It's just when I took that advice, I was just I was gonna be a college student and athlete, and that's all I did. That's all I had to worry about. So I was in a way very narrow-minded and secure. You know what I'm saying? So I took that advice and I did, dude. I lived in the now. I woke up every morning I know what I gotta do. I gotta go to class. I gotta go to fucking practice and then come home and eat and go to bed. And that was just it. Boom, for 5 years.
So in college, you would say you did a good job of that?
I did a great job of that, dude. I was very structured.
That's good, man. If you could pick a certain portion of your life to really like enjoy and live and remember like that, college is a good time.
It was it was great. I was happy, dude. Honestly, I could say I was like really happy, and like I know what it takes now, but I still struggle with it. It's like it takes structure, you know, organization, repetition, you know. But it's really hard as you get older because, fuck, man. The world's cold, man. Cold place.
It is, and it can beat you down over time if you let it, man. But honestly, like what I feel like I learned last year, the best thing that I learned last year, I feel like, is just how important like your own perception is, and how like your own attitude can kind of like dictate the way things go, the way you feel, the opportunities that are presented to you.
Yep.
I feel like it's just it's kind of one of those energy hippie things that people always talk about. But whether it's like people talk about karma, people talk about putting out good energy, people talk about being positive, all that shit really does do a little something, you know?
No, it does.
It does put you, at least point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
No matter what you're trying to do, if you can focus on like those three things.
I mean, at the end of the day, all we are is energy, right? And matter, I guess, if you want to get technical. But all we are is fucking energy, bro. So if you put out positive, you're likely to get positive back. If you put out negative, you're likely to get negative back. God, that bonger fucking got me.
Obviously, a lot of this shit is a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, I mean,
and we know that.
I fucking suck at it, dude. I can be negative. I can be positive. You know, I'm fucking up and down.
From 1 minute to the next. You know?
Dude. I mean, I'm just like, I'm human, just like everybody else.
You're under a lot of stress, though. I mean, obviously, like, anyone listening to this podcast, or most of the people listening to this podcast, have been fucking with the YouTube channel and been fucking with us for a long time.
Right.
So they've seen kind of our path, but honestly, they've seen mostly the ups, not as many of the downs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of ups and downs over the last few years.
Oh, fuck yeah, there has.
And a lot of it looks super sweet from the outside, but when you're really in it, and you have a lot of people depending on you, and you have like other external like stressors and responsibilities and factors that you didn't necessarily think that you would ever have in your lifetime, and you didn't necessarily prepare for, and we've kind of had to learn a bunch of shit on the fly.
Yeah.
And if you look back at like where we were 5 years ago, like we know so much more, and we're so much prepared, and things are so much easier now because of all those hard lessons that we had to learn.
Dude, yeah. Being responsible for, you know, like people's paychecks, which puts food on their table for them and their family. You know, being responsible for like 4 of those, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know.
At times in Colorado, it was a lot.
At times, even now, you know, it's like, fuck, man. People don't really know, you know, and I don't expect them to. But, you know, it's like, it's a lot of stress to, you know, be on top of that shit and be responsible for somebody's income.
And the weed industry, it looks so sweet from the outside, and everybody thinks it's just all dollar signs. And in very rare situations, it can be, but there's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of things you have to deal with.
Tax.
You know, you know, with legalization, there's a lot of regulations that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
A lot of expenses, a lot more than, you know, a lot of people associate with people, you know. A lot of people still look at this, anyone who's associated with weed, as being a drug dealer or whatever, you know.
I mean, let's just put it this way. Weed was always looked at very lucrative because there were no taxes. There was no...
and because there was risk. Anything that that's illegal and has risk is usually lucrative. You know?
There was no distribution tax. There was no city tax. There was no nothing. Now that they're implementing all that, they're realizing like, ooh, this margin is shrinking big time.
Yeah, a lot of people that had unrealistic expectations and thought they were just gonna hop in, you know, into this thing with no experience and no background and just kill it and make money.
Yeah.
A lot of them have gone under, and a lot of them are just out there right now really having a rude awakening.
Pumping and dumping, dude. Pumping and dumping. That's what they're doing out there, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, the cannabis industry, bro. Sorry, I couldn't
have said that better myself.
I'm really stuffed up right now or
I
something.
hope you're not getting what I had, man.
I apologize, guys. I sound like a frog.
You honestly I just noticed it here on the mic that you're kind of sounding like that.
I don't know. I think it's the bong rips or something.
Because I was fucked up with that chest cold and sinus thing for about 9 days. If you guys listen to the last podcast, I sounded fucked up, and now you're sounding a little bit the way I was on the mic, so I hope you're not getting that, man.
I sound like a damn frog, dude.
Shit.
Sucks. I hope you guys are still sticking with me, though.
Anyway, that's I hope we answered your question pretty good on that one. Shout out to whoever that was. I forgot your name already.
Ben from Michigan.
There you go.
From the Frog. Here we go. We're going right on to number 2. I'm going to play this and then take a bong rip. So, again, no name. Just says question. So
put your name in here, guys.
Yeah, unless you say it, that's fine too. Here we go. Let's see.
Greetings, Shane O'Mac and Funkmaster Kush.
What the fuck?
I thought that was you.
Oh no, I heard this the other day.
What?
Tell me if you think this is fucking someone's real voice or not. This guy called and left this question.
Greetings, Shane O'Mac and Funkmaster Kush.
It's obviously not. You start with
My
greetings,
quest-
it's definitely not.
This guy's trolling us, dude.
Unless
I love it. I love it.
Let's hear it.
Greetings, Shane O'Mac.
Wait.
Greetings, Shane O'Mac and Funkmaster Kush.
Hey, wait a
My
minute.
question for
Why did he go Shane O'Mac and Funkmaster Kush?
Because I'm FMK, dog.
Well, why didn't he go Toke Daddy Slim and Funkmaster Kush?
Oh, I don't know.
Or Shane O'Mac and Danny Flavors. He went with like 2 names from different eras, you know?
Yeah, he fucked up. He fucked up. I'm gonna.
And the real, if you're a real one out there, if you're a real one, you know that ain't right.
That's the Toke Daddy over there.
That ain't right. That's confusion right there.
Confusion.
Greetings, Shane O'Mac and Funkmaster Kush. My question for both of you guys today is, what is Blue Dream?
This guy's trolling us, dude.
This is fire. I want to hear it.
What is Blue Dream?
What are the parents?
Okay, the parents of Blue Dream.
Northern Lights or something?
Oh my god, I don't even.
Who knows? Who cares? It's fucking Blue Dream,
I
dude.
want to know. Blue Dream.
It's got Northern Lights in it.
Blue Dream genetics, bro.
Northern Lights and like blueberry or
We
something.
don't
Something with
even
blue in
know.
it.
We don't even know.
Who the fuck would want to know?
Yes, I'm 21, you fucking bitch.
That's like seeing the ugliest fucking girl in the world and being like, I wonder what her mom looks like. You just don't ever have that thought.
Crossing a blueberry indica with a sativa haze. I want to go out there and say, Leafly, fuck you. You suck. You are wrong on so many things. You fucking suck. I just want to put that on wax. Okay.
Yeah. Are they wrong in this scenario though?
I don't know. Are they?
Type it in somewhere else.
Leafly's wrong so many times though, dude.
Blueberry indica and some kind of haze. I mean, I could believe that.
Let's see here.
Originated on the West Coast.
Super silver haze and blueberry indica. All right, so Leafly wasn't wrong.
But Leafly has
Dude.
been wrong a million other times.
Yes. All right, my bad. I called them out at the wrong time, but they are wrong on so many fronts, so many times. I don't trust Leafly. That's all I'm saying. They're whack.
Anyway, keep going with the question.
What was Blue Dream? And what is Blue Dream now? Thank you guys so much for the phenomenal content and have a great episode.
What is Blue Dream? What are the parents of Blue Dream? What was Blue Dream? And what is Blue Dream now?
Blue Dream.
How fucking high was this guy when he made this?
Blue Dream was fire when it first came out.
No, Blue Dream was never fire.
I'm going to say it was because you know it was. And you know we smoked a fuck ton of it when we were like 16.
Because it was all we could get at that time.
And it was good.
I never liked the flavor.
It was good.
Dude, I've hated that chalky Blue Dream flavor forever.
But there was that other cut that was like way different, not chalky.
I always thought, looking back at that, I think that was like a blueberry cut that somebody was just calling Blue Dream. Because I have not ever had Blue Dream to me is that distinct chalky fucking like light green bud with like the pinkish orange hairs on it.
I don't like the chalky, but it was good when it first came out.
Blue Dream.
But now I hate it because we smoked too much of it growing up, and it was the only thing that was grown in the fucking Santa Cruz Mountains at that time, you know, pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we that was the issue, is we came from like the fucking home of Blue Dream.
The home of Blue Dream.
So Blue Dream blew up there first before
Right.
it blew up, and then it was just like once Blue Dream hit the medical scene in Cali, it was just fucking everywhere in every shop.
Honestly, I can answer this question. I can flip it on this guy. What Blue Dream was one of the best, most hardiest plants. One of the best, hardiest plants, mold resistant, pest resistant. Pretty much the best plant you could ever want to grow. That's what Blue Dream was.
It was excellent beginner grower weed.
And that's why everybody and their fucking mom grew it. Mm-hmm. And then that's why it got outplayed, and that's now Blue Dream is what we hate.
And it killed it outdoor. It not only was it super resilient and easy to grow, but it also yielded fat.
Yeah, and it yielded fat.
So it was just from a growing, making money perspective, from a cash crop perspective, it was the best thing going for the longest time.
Yeah.
The closest thing we've had, as far as, I'm not talking about the strain itself or flavor or anything like that, but the closest thing we've had to a strain that kind of fills that niche that Blue Dream filled is Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
Glue came by and kind of like did that same wave that Dream did.
Yeah.
And Glue kind of got hated on a little bit for the same reason. I personally like Glue a lot better than I like Dream.
Glue's bomb.
I just don't like the taste of Blue Dream.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain cut that I like, but I'm not
That's why
saying...
we call it Poo Dream around here.
I don't like it anymore, but there is a cut out there that's like way more blueberry-ish, and for all I know, it could be a fucking blueberry that someone called Blue Dream, but at the end of the day, there was some Blue Dream that I fucked with back in the day. I do not anymore. We don't condone the usage of Blue Dream anywhere near the premises of where we conduct business. I'm just rambling now.
Don't bring that dream around me.
Don't be dreaming around me. Thank you so much, guys, for calling in. Like I said, this is our favorite segment. Please give us more.
Our first troll call.
That was good. I like it. Keep bringing them, dude. Whatever. Troll calls, stories, anything. Send them to the ccc420@gmail.com.
You know, actually, that guy might have just spawned a good idea.
What?
If you guys want to call in and do your favorite accent, that's great too.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So write in.
Or imitation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I meant. Impersonation. That's the word we both call in, doing your best impersonation. Say, this is Joe from Texas doing my Sean Connery impression for your question.
That'd be tight.
And then just get on the mic. This is Joe from Texas. Calling in is Sean Connery.
Exactly.
I've been hunting for the Red October. And I wanted to ask you guys a question. What is the best strain out there these days? I know Blue Dream was all of the rave for quite some time, but I'm sure you're onto something new now.
That was a good example.
What are you smoking on flavors?
Ooh, I'm smoking on some OG Kush.
OG Kush.
Yeah.
Keeping it old school.
Yep.
I'm developing a new strain. It's called the Hunt for Red October.
That's kind of long for a strain name.
Exactly.
All right.
Intended to be so.
I want to hit you with my first lost thought, man.
Hit it.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, just making sure that, make sure you're cool with that.
I'm rocking and rolling, man.
I was eating broccoli the other day at Whole Foods.
That's unfortunate.
And I got to thinking, am I getting ripped off here?
For sure, if you're shopping at Whole Foods.
No, on the broccoli. I was thinking, is the stem of broccoli healthy, or is it just the tree part?
The stem is good for you, right?
Well, it is. You're smarter than me.
My parents told me when I was a kid that the stem was like where a bunch of the nutrients was. Because I didn't like the stems when I was a kid. I would just eat the heads and put the stems back. And they'd be like, no, you got to fucking eat those.
You know what's dope about doing this podcast?
What?
We will be smarter by doing this. like after we've done
I remember things better. That's one thing I have noticed since we started doing this podcast. I remember the shit that we talk about on here more. I don't know if it's because we listen back when we're editing, but
of course.
I do remember this shit a lot more. That's why it's kind of cool that we do the word of the days and this day in history, because I remember these random little tidbits and shit.
It's called higher learning.
Higher learning. Higher learning. There you go. That's better. Okay. Higher learning. I think that's probably what we're gonna call our this day in history and word of the day segment.
It's called higher learning.
Higher learning. I like it.
Anyways, you're about to learn something new, and you'll know this for the rest of your life about broccoli. So if this random fact comes up, you will know it, and people will be like, "Damn, Mac." So the stem actually contains slightly more calcium, iron, and vitamin C than the actual treetop itself, or the floret, or whatever you call it. But the floret actually contains more vitamin A. So you got your calcium, iron, and vitamin C in the stem, and then you got your vitamin A in the floret. That's it.
So you get what you need from one, and you get what you need from the other. So if you don't eat the whole thing, you're not getting the entire combination.
That's right.
Wow.
So there you go. Pretty quick little lost thought there, but
Yeah,
I mean,
quick little hitter.
I wanted to segue it though, really quick into this. Did you ever hear about this scandal? So
What is this?
on all these juices, bro, I wanted to kind of talk about just like organic or like 100% natural, all this marketing gimmick shit that people should not pay attention to because it's fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it says 100% orange juice on all these like Minute Maid things and shit, right?
Oh, man, that shit tastes like ass.
Dude, it's all artificial. All they mean by that is that there is 100% orange juice in there. There's like no apple juice. There's no lime juice. There's no pineapple juice. There's only orange juice in there. That's what they mean by that.
It could be 1% orange juice.
It is. It's like less than 1%. It's all artificial, dude.
Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, that's always been like my least favorite kind of
orange
juice.
I don't drink the shit either, but I'm just letting you know. Like, I actually got it the other day at Chavez Market. I was getting a burrito, and it's the only thing they had.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want water, so I was like, fuck it. I got it, and I was reading it. It says like 100% orange juice, and then it says contains less than 1% juice or whatever.
Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you're looking for.
No.
Yeah, you notice a difference. I had never really I always drank like carton shit like that. That's what my parents got me when I was a kid. I tried some fucking fresh squeeze orange juice a few years ago and could never go back, bro.
Yeah.
It's
It's
fucking
fire.
Game changer.
Game
bro.
changer. It's
It's expensive as fuck, but it's a game changer.
It's so much different than this bullshit. But yeah, don't pay attention to all this bullshit about organic or 100% this or natural this. Just
It just depends so much how it's worded, man. There's so many different loopholes and ways that they can make it do like fucked up shit ethically to make it seem like it's one thing when it's clearly not.
I mean, yeah, just try to eat natural shit, straight out the ground if you can. I know it's hard. I suck at it personally, but try to do that. That's the only real healthy way to eat.
So my first thing, this basically is a carryover from last week. Obviously, there's gonna probably be a few carryovers with this R. Kelly shit.
Oh God,
bro, he's getting evicted from his house right now. He owes $80,000 on a lease. His lease is for 10 years, 22 racks a month.
Oh my God, what a dumbass.
So he's gonna pay out $2.2 million throughout the duration of that lease, and he doesn't. Oh, dude,
you could buy a house.
buy a fucking house.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Buy a fucking house.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I know.
I mean, I'm glad to hear it. Fuck R. Kelly.
Right.
But a lesson to other people out there that come up and are famous and are getting money.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know why that's such a persistent theme on the show lately. It's just, I don't know. It's interesting to me to all these people because it always comes up in conversation,
Mm-hmm.
People always like, I feel like now more than ever, people just like blindly look up to all these fucking you know, celebrities and like
Yeah.
public figures and shit, and they believe that facade that's on there, especially like younger kids and shit, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard for us with the internet nowadays, being adults. It's hard for people older than us. Imagine how hard it is for kids to discern like what's real and what's bullshit on the internet and in the world today.
It's impossible.
For a 13-year-old trying to figure out what the fuck life is as a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, that was hard for us. I think it's getting more and more difficult for each generation.
I mean, signing a 10-year lease is a fucking dumb move on anyone's part.
Yeah, back to that.
And fucking, especially at $22,000 a month.
Dude,
Fuck
who's
that.
paying that much to rent something if it's not like a baller ass vacation spot for a month or something?
Yeah.
22 racks a month to live in a house and you signed on for 10 years?
That's crazy. Crazy.
I wonder how much the out is on that lease, but R. Kelly's gonna be in fucking jail soon, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He better be.
Yeah.
I think that's the best place for him, or a mental asylum.
Yeah.
One or the other.
He should be locked up somewhere getting rehabilitation.
Yeah.
But I don't think that guy can ever be out back into the world. That's my personal opinion.
Me too. Yeah.
So.
That was a good one though. Fuck man, my camera died.
Oh shit. Couldn't find the extra battery before this. Sorry guys. We'll probably just keep rocking with it.
Yeah, let's just.
We'll just rock the main and my camera. For those of you guys that are listening, you won't give a fuck anyway.
Yeah, our shit is a train wreck. We gotta get different cameras with cords and shit. But anyways, hit them with your last fucking lost thought here, and then let's ride out.
I don't even know if this one qualifies as a lost thought, but this last little thing I was thinking of. Russ is the Nickelback of rap.
Yeah. I mean, what's the Nickelback of? Like what genre? Rock?
Okay, Russ, maybe this is even... Russ is the Creed of rap.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that gives you like a better idea of the direction I'm going.
Yeah.
But Nickelback is almost even more hated. I feel like Creed is more just like clowned or like made fun of in like a kind of lighthearted way.
Mm-hmm.
But people just fucking hate Nickelback's music.
Yeah,
dude.
they do.
But it's like at the same time, a bunch of people must have really fucking loved it because Nickelback was huge at one time.
They were. Yeah,
know?
no, but Russ is definitely hated in the hip hop industry, which is crazy because he makes pretty good music.
It's just funny. Everybody remembers Nickelback, but nobody can name like a Nickelback song. You know?
No. Picture, something like that. Photograph. I don't know.
I just all those songs were kind of. Is it Here Without You, Baby? Is that one?
Yeah.
I'm here without you, baby.
Look at this photograph.
I just remember them singing all like that. So that's. But yeah, I don't know. Russ is kind of, as far as like hip hop goes, the way he's hated on. I can't think of anybody else that gets hated on that.
I mean,
level.
He is
like
pretty.
that.
He is pretty cocky.
Is that the reason?
Yeah, I mean, when you come with that type of like ego and shit, you're gonna get hated on. But in the same, like, you know, he probably fought and clawed his way there. So yeah, he wants to let people know.
This might not be even politically correct, but I don't give a fuck. Do you think it has to do with the way he looks? Do you think it has to do with the fact that he's just this short white guy?
Yeah.
And people have like that short, like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Like with all this talk, attitude about him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. And the long hair.
Because if somebody else anybody else that has like a more like menacing presence or believable like tough guy image, you know.
Yeah.
Take like any other rapper who's like tatted up and, you know, Joyner Lucas, for example. If he said all the same shit and was just extra flamboyant like that, I feel like people would take it different. I feel like people wouldn't hate on it as much.
No, they wouldn't. It's all the way he looks and the way he sounds.
I'm not going to say it's all the way he looks, but I think it's the way he looks in combination with the cockiness and shit.
I wasn't finished with my statement.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
I said it's all about the way he looks, the way he sounds, the way he comes off to people on interviews and shit. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I personally fuck with it. You know, it worked for him, obviously.
I like a lot of his music. A lot of it I don't like, but a lot of it I do like.
One of the best concerts I think we've been to.
Yeah, he's a good performer.
He performed. That was his best album at that time. When we went to Spain, he was touring his best album, in my opinion.
Yeah, I respect any artist too that has like a pretty wide range, and he has a pretty wide range of like stuff that he can make. Like we were talking about, like Soulja Boy, he's got one lane. Yeah. Tyga, he's got one lane. Russ is an artist that can do like, you know, songs for the ladies. He can do like party songs. Right. He can do like, you know,
Drake. So, yeah, very versatile.
Versatile. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess we should probably wrap this one up. I don't even know how long we've been going here, but we're one camera down, and it's getting late into the night. We got to edit this baby up so we can get it to you guys tomorrow.
Yep. So the best of the week. Here we go. We're ending it on an up note. Here we go. Nepal set to become first country to double their wild tiger population, an animal that is damn near extinct due to our fucking dumbass species. But yeah, shout out to Nepal, bro.
That's what's up, dude. Obviously there's been a major effort to, you know, bring back tiger populations worldwide, but they're killing it.
This is fucking sad though. They just doubled their population, and it's 235.
Damn. That's up from 121 in 2009.
235 wild tigers in the country. That's it.
Doubling their baseline.
Not 235,000, 235.
I mean, I have no idea, like, to be honest, I'm not good with geography. I have no idea how big Nepal is, what the landscape there is like, how developed it is.
Right.
How much wild area there is for tigers to inhabit. But I feel like there's more wild tigers there than most other places, a lot of other places. You know?
At least they're trying. At least they're giving it a shot.
They're doing good. Doubling the numbers, I feel like, is pretty significant when you're trying to bring back a species. There's so many fucking species. There's so many species that go extinct every single year.
Yeah. You
know, every single day almost, and there's a lot of efforts made to conserve certain ones, and they just fail.
Dude.
Know?
Yeah, no doubt.
So. Same thing's going on as a whole with the fucking reef, bro. Mm-hmm. That shit's fucked up, and like that's way more difficult to reverse and save because you're dealing with the entire ocean.
Dude, that shit ain't going. That is not reversing.
That's the biggest ecosystem on the planet, dude.
That's not getting put in reverse.
No,
ever.
That's gonna be the toughest one to save. I'm gonna be sad to see that one go, man.
Yeah, no, we fucked that up. Well,
God, we gotta find a way to stop ending on the negative.
Yeah, what the hell?
No, that's a positive, though. This is the best of the week.
Yeah,
it's
what
a positive.
Hell?
How do we turn a positive into a negative?
Well, I guess we just...
Shout out to Nepal, and we need to bring tigers back everywhere, except for Texas. Y'all got enough tigers in Texas.
That's right. Shout out to Nepal, fucking bringing the tigers back. I guess this is a random beat.
YouTube is great for people that are just starting a new business or small business owners like myself.
This is a random beat, guys. I just picked it. I hope it's not lame as fuck. I didn't have one pulled up.
This is more of the laid back mood that I'm looking for now, anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a bong rip. Thanks for joining us.
About to take a bong rip, oh yeah.
About to take a bong rip, oh yeah.
I'm smoking on a big old bag. Don't you wanna roll up with me?
Roll up in the zone.
Big trees. Oh, you can put it in a bleach.
Roll it up
if you want to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Smoking on the grapes, making these tapes. I'm showing up late 'cause I've been smoking grape, babe. And I know it's okay. I'm smoking Judy Bay again.
Yeah. I said I'm smoking on the grapes. I'll be smoking on the granddaddy grapes, granddaddy purple in my sack. Put it in a circle. I said I'm smoking on the granddaddy.
was beautiful.
Yeah. Smoking on the granddad GDP. Got a fat sack all for me. Oh yeah. Rolling in the two-door with the GDP. Sunroof open. I'm choking on the best smoke on the West Coast. Now let's roll.
Right on cue.
I've been smoking on the best smoke.
I really am smoking all the best smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, choking.
Yeah. Well, that was a dope podcast. Thank you guys for joining. Like and subscribe below, and you just might get a hoodie.
We're going to pick 3 people this week like we did last week, right?
Yeah.
Comment what your favorite strain is, what you're smoking on right now. Put it down there in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, and we're going to pick 3 people to win a hoodie.
That's right. So do that shit. I'm going to load one more up. I suggest that you guys do the same. Because we're
Smoking grapes and we're making purple taste. Oh, you cannot stop us. Oh, I'm balling like a big papa. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I said we're smoking on the best of the GDP. Bring back the GDP.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back to me now.
Bring it back to me.
I wanna see that.
I want
2002 purple.
Bring it back.
Bring that Humboldt Urkel back to me. Oh, I wanna see that throwback purple.
Bring it
back to me. I don't want these new fake purple strains. All I want is that real perp. Wanna take it to the brain. If you know what I'm saying, then light a purple J, yeah, and load smoke that plane.
Purple
Oh yeah,
is the one for
oh
me.
yeah, oh yeah. We're
Only
smoking on the
GDP.
perp again.
Yeah.
Smoking GDP, my friend.
I'm fucking done.
And that's the end.
That's the end.
Ain't going hard, man, I do it for my faction. Go get it, we gon' split it like a fraction. Game full of fakes, man, suckers stay acting. J's to the face and we call it live action.
Waterfall with a